What's going on, juggalos, juggalettes, and normal people of the world? Today, we're here to start a new thing. I'm going to review something. We're going to review some Randy's. And I'm also going to tell you about last week. Went to the big Metallica concert in Lubbock. Fun times. First, we're going to show the new papers that I got. Well, these aren't new. New Mexico, these used to be banned for some reason, just because they got that stupid little wire in there. But what we're going to do is tell about this Metallica concert, review these Randy papers, see if they're as good as everybody likes them. I like them. See if everybody got the same opinion. But first I want to tell my review about the Metallica concert. They announced this concert a year and a half in review. Hold on, I got to show we're rolling old school. I bought this thing like 15 years ago. They announced this concert far. They were coming to Texas in between this show and when they announced it. Like, they came to Austin twice in that span for ACL. So I didn't think I was going to go. So finally it came down a month beforehand. Either they released tickets or someone didn't buy tickets or something like that. But my friend hit me up and was like, yo, they got tickets. And I literally got paid the day beforehand. And my work's kind of weird right now that the bank takes a day or two to fully process your check. They only give you $200 of it beforehand. And this is some rough weed. This is... got that Mexico stuff. So, my friend gets their tickets like a year ago. And they had been talking about it. So I only had a month of getting hyped up for it. But believe me, I watched every YouTube clip, every video, all these stuff, just to fucking get pumped up about the Metallica concert. I wasn't a super huge fan of Metallica when I was a kid, because when I was growing up, that's when, around my junior high years, was when people were making fun of them because they cut their hair and they didn't make as crazy music, and a lot of people jumped off the bandwagon then. Well, I was in junior high, and all these other crazy cool bands were coming out at the time, so I was like, Metallica's cool because they're there. I remember being a little kid. Oh, here's part of the paper review part. I remember being a little kid going outside and jumping on the trampoline to Metallica. I don't know if you can see that little wire right there. A lot of people like the wire because it helps them roll. If you're a beginner roller, try these Randy's. That paper will save, or that wire will save your life. You'll be able to roll some joints that they'll be like, damn! So back to Metallica. I listened to them my whole life. We used to be on the trampoline acting like we were cool listening to the Black Album when we were little kids. So I go to Berlin with my coworker. And on the way back, I seen that my check cleared, so I was like, on that. Like, I was on the cell phone trying to get a ticket as soon as I could. We were going through some mountains and stuff, and it's 2019, and we still had bad connection. We couldn't listen to our Sirius. I was pissed off, but I finally got the ticket. It was a ridiculous amount. I had to tell you how much, but I lied to my girlfriend about how much it was. Y'all are watching me and probably be like, this motherfucker don't know how to roll for shit. Just a regular, normal, you know. I'm by myself joint. We're not rolling no super huge one. So back to Metallica. I get the ticket and I'm pumped. We're watching videos. I'm watching everything Metallica. They put up something. I'm watching it. And they only had an El Paso show beforehand, which, you know. El Paso usually gets all the better concerts, but for some reason Lubbock got one too. And so I go with my friends James, his son James, and Jeannie. We had said we're going to meet at his house at 12. We live on a farm kind of like thing, so I had to go do my stuff bright and early. Made sure I got a nap in, so super pumped. How can I explain this? So we go to his house, and he gave me some edibles, which really didn't, Edibles really don't mess with my day, but I took them to get a little something on. And I was trashed during this concert. Or not trashed, but I had my buzz going on. So I just brought one of the douchebag sticks. Let me see if I can find the douchebag stick. These are what we call, or I call the douchebag sticks. Give you like a lot of hits. You can hit it. Don't sneak. Hit it right in front of a police officer. They won't know. Or well, they will know, but you got a better chance of them not knowing. So here we are off with the Randys. I love Randys. They usually smoke pretty good. I picked them the first one to review because, hey, beginners like Randys because, like I said, the wire helps you. Helps you roll straight. So we went and we smoked. We didn't smoke in his car because he has a younger son. So we'd smoke at the car. We just had a few hits before we left, and then we drove off. We hit up the Allsups on the way out. Got me some lottery tickets. Never buy lottery tickets unless you're going to a rock concert, because you never know. We're going to a huge concert. I could have hit the lottery. Those tickets still have been scratched off. I left them in my friend's car because I didn't want to make a mess. Now he told me to come pick them up. So we're super pumped. I'm asking his son like questions about, his cool concerts and what's going on and all this stuff. And we didn't smoke the whole way, but I was hitting the douchebag stick. We end up going to Whataburger, which, oh god, everybody loves them some Whataburger. Ooh, get me that number one Whataburger with cheese. Ooh. Still smoking good. It's going good on the review. I got to roll mine weird. I push in the ends, which you can't really do with Randy's. Makes it kind of like a filter thing that won't. So we go to Whataburger. Then we went, saw one of our family members. Super pumped up. They wanted to be there as soon as the door opens, which I'm usually like, we'll go do stuff. Well, I'm usually showing up to Lubbock where we just got time to eat and go. But they were super there early. So we go out there and stand there, and I go to Will Call and get my ticket. And so I'm walking back, and I'm hitting the douchebag stick like crazy. And quietest outside concert you'd ever heard people. You've never heard people that you could hear pin drops. Everybody's on their damn cell phones like it's 2019. It was weird for a Metallica concert. I thought people were going to be screaming and yelling and pumped up. Only time people yelled was when they let open the doors. So there's, woo! And people walked up fast. I had fucking drank my damn Whataburger drink and then filled it up before we went in there. Damn, lights messing with my face. So I had to pee so bad. I was hoping they'd let us in. And I was just sitting there, standing there actually. And I can hear this dude behind me talking shit. And I don't know if he thought I had a baseball jersey on, a white Vinnie Paul Atlanta Braves jersey. I only had it like 3 days. I ordered it pretty much just for that. Well, I wanted to get one. I seen that they're on sale, so I fucking got one as soon as they were on sale. And this fool's sitting there back and talking shit because I had a kind of like shirt like this underneath where you could see the sleeves, but I wore the hoodie or the jersey over it. And so he's like, look at this guy coming to a rock concert wearing a hockey jersey of the opposite team that plays here and talking mad shit. I'm not blaming that on the Randy. I talked this bad boy out. So talking bad shit. I don't want to get kicked out of the concert. I can hear him talking shit, so I just try to turn around. I give him the mad dog look. This motherfucker looks like the loser of all losers. Like if you went and looked at a person that had an everyday, boring-ass motherfucking life that has no fucking life but to sit there and talk about shit about people, which I'm talking shit about people right now. That's this motherfucker. If you see that, fuck you, Lubbock, Texas person. A lot of people in Lubbock. I don't know. The down south of Texas, nicest people ever. You get around Lubbock or Amarillo, which I didn't smell marijuana one time at a fucking Metallica concert. One fucking time. You can't sneak a fucking joint into a concert these days. What are up with these kids? So we're getting in. And that dude was talking trash. I let that pass. We already have another trash talker when we get inside. So they finally open the doors, and it takes forever. Oh, I'm sitting there. I gotta pee. I tried to go farther in the line. Line was just taking forever. So I went back and just sat with my friends. They were pissed off, or not pissed off, but talking trash because I didn't stand with them, which I had to pee. Like, I was about to go in a plan outside because I had to pee. Just think, and I was just drinking alcohol. I was just drinking soda. What about the people that were drinking alcohol? I drank 12 beers before I came here because they're going to Metallica, and that's another thing. These motherfuckers drank. Lubbock, Texas, you had the highest percentage of Budweiser I'd ever seen sold that day at $10 a beer. $10 for like a 12 to 16 ounce beer. Fucking crazy. So we get in. I walk around the place a few times. I got lost from my friends when the whole coming in part because I went straight to the restroom, hitting the douchebag stick like crazy because I was surprised. When I went in, I'm trying to get this not to go out. I put the douchebag stick inside this, fold it up, put it in my pocket. No metal detectors, nothing. You got Metallica and you ain't got metal detectors. Someone killed Dimebag Darrell in a small ass club, and you got Metallica here and you don't do metal detectors. So I thought that was a little weird. So we go in. I finally find my seat, or well, I gotta tell this part first. I go and I see my friends, and they're getting another friend a t-shirt. Another thing, $45 for a t-shirt. I like Metallica, but I ain't gonna rep them. I ain't trying to be a dick. I ain't gonna rep them. Like, I don't know. They're awesome. They're an awesome band. I ain't gonna put them past that. But fucking, just their t-shirt designs and nothing that I'd rock. So they got their friend a t-shirt. Their son had gotten a t-shirt in line or a poster there, which they were selling 2 posters that were super cool. But $45 for a t-shirt ain't nuts. If you ain't got 3XL, definitely ain't gonna pay that much. You'd have to have something really cool on there. My girlfriend has a new rule that you have to throw away a t-shirt for every t-shirt you buy now. So ain't no Metallica t-shirts. So again, I ain't putting that against the Randy. I'm talking this bitch out. Still running smoothly. No runs, no. All good. Don't got no generic ass taste or nothing like these weirdo papers. Trying to make let's see, we'll just pull a random one. This one's honey. Ain't trying to make your joint taste all weird, just old school style with the show the friendship is what I used to call it, because you pass it to your friend, friendship. So we're standing in line and to get a t-shirt, and I just was to the side. They were at the outer edge, so I was just standing there talking to them, and here comes this motherfucker. Oh, this guy, and I wore a white t-shirt, which is probably stupid for a rock concert. That's the only jersey they had on sale. I could pull up the website right now. They're not selling the cool jerseys. If I had, they would have sold the cool jersey. I would have had the blue jersey. I want a white jersey, but I don't want a white jersey where I can get. I had 8 nachos and had to take off my t-shirt to fucking eat nachos, so I didn't want to get it all on this brand new jersey. So I hear this motherfucker from behind me. Oh, blah blah this, all the cutting in line like it's the kindergartens and stuff like that. And I just heard James say, this guy's talking shit behind you, and I was just like, I ain't here to buy a t-shirt. I'm standing here talking to my friends. I'll take 2 steps back and, I won't be in your fucking line. Well, this one guy comes up and he was like, is this the line? And I was like, stand as close as you can and you'll get in it. Or some stupid remark like that. And this guy behind me just starts yapping more. So I just straight walked off. I didn't even wait for them to get their t-shirt. I seen them a few minutes later, which I'll talk about or whatever. But this is the worst joint review ever. I'm telling you, these joints usually don't go out, but I'm sitting here telling nothing. Now I've got a person to pass it to. I just want to put this down so I got memory of the Metallica. There's a lot of concerts now. I don't got memory of shit, because I wrote a few sentences about it, or, I got books that I write stuff in. I didn't write that concert stuff like this, but this is video evidence of, I can be there talking to myself 10 years from now and be like, the Metallica concert in 2019, man, oh my god. So, we get in there. After that dipshit was talking shit, I just fucking walked away. Lubbock, Texas people, you got 2 strikes. Alrighty. So, I just go up to my seat, and they played so much. They had some dude that said he was a DJ. All this fucker was doing was press and play. That's what a DJ of his... Ooh, I'm getting that double chin. That's what a DJ of his whatever did. He was playing Limp Bizkit, 9 Inch Nails, Anthrax, like this stuff that you'd be like, are you trying to... Well, he was trying to satisfy everyone, I guess, but you're at a Metallica show. But there's one thing about Metallica. They always want to be the loudest. They want to be, when people walk out, they'd be like, fuck, my ears are ringing because Metallica rocked my balls off. And so, they didn't have an opening act. They just had, they had an act, but it was just a comedian. He went out there and he was telling jokes, and he's a good comedian, but at that point, I wanted to see Metallica. I want Metallica to come out, play their 2.5 hours. I already know it's going to be, a long ride home or whatever. Just come out and play your 2.5 hours, and, I want to see the Metallicas. So he's out there, and he'd come out, and he'd talk for like 10, 15 minutes, and he'd be like, I'm going to go backstage with Metallica. Next time you see me, I'm going to be with Metallica. Still, Randy's smoking pretty good. Friendship's coming out. So, he'd come out there, and then he'd be on the screen, and be like, I'm backstage with Metallica. Let's see what they like. They like jam! And, like, holding up a thing of strawberry jam or whatever, and he's like, they like Pringles or whatever the fuck it was, and we're already up to 17 minutes. So he came out, and they play 2 or 3 songs, and then he'd come out, and then he'd be like, Metallica's getting pumped up back there, I want to hear y'all scream Metallica, yeah, get him. He's like a really weird guy. He's funny, but, man, they had played at least 2 hours worth of songs. The doors opened at 6, so I believe he was there at 5. And look at this. What is this mark before the 7:30? That's like a weird out. I've never seen nothing like that on a concert ticket. Which I probably just showed the price of the ticket. Maybe. I don't know. But, oh, damn it. Marijuana affects the brain. We were there from 5, but the doors opened at 6. Is that what it said? Doors opened at 6, so he was there at 5. So we were standing from 5 to 6 in the cold. It's fucking... What day was this? March 2nd. Today is March 9th as I'm recording this. So I gave it a week to digest, or I didn't have time to do this shit. But, so... Oh, fuck. Marijuana affects the brain. We'd been standing there. They played 20 songs. That dude comes out. He played like 4 songs in between. I'm tired of hearing other people's music. I want to hear Metallica. I've been fucking pumped for this thing. The radio beforehand was playing 4 hours of Metallica. There would be four Metallica songs. Commercial, commercial, commercial. FMX. Plug for FMX. Commercial, commercial, commercial. Then they played 4 hours of Metallica. I was like, they're going to be playing Metallica while we're at this fucking concert. So, we're there from 5 to 6, standing. 6 to 6:30, they probably finally got us in. And then at 7:30, maybe 8, they started that shit. There was so much boring music. I just wanted to see Metallica rock. They were playing. This dude's like, Metallica's about to be out here in 15 minutes. Metallica's about to be out here in 5 minutes. Motherfucker, just bring them out. So finally, they come out, and, I wish I should have brought up a thing. I'll bring this up as I'm telling about it, of what songs they played. Still not blaming this on the Randy. Randy's are... Randy's go out when you're talking to motherfucker, I guess. So... They came out and they did like, I believe it was like 4 classic songs. Like Blam Blam Blam. And then they started playing some filler stuff, which I went and got some nachos. I'm bringing it up right now. Woo! Mexico, we don't get to you. Metallica. My phone right now is in need of a new one, so when you type it in, it fucking takes its damn time. Alright, let's go down the set lists. Alright, Lubbock. Alright, Hardwired to Self-Destruct. They always play this one song. Let's see if they have the naming of it. Ecstasy of Gold, I believe it is. It sounds like an epic, like... that Metallica's came out to for fucking probably years. This is the... I don't know if you can get good on that. There's pics all around that, the set list, and you can see it says Lubbock on it. But, Hardwired to Self-Destruct, Seek and Destroy, Ride the Lightning, The Unforgiven, which was fucking terrible. Like, he came out and was playing a guitar. Yeah, the acoustic guitar, the electric guitar down here. The acoustic sounded fucking terrible. But, they had awesome... It was set in the middle of the stage. Or in the middle of the arena the stage was. So the crowd was all around them. They just came out through like an entry ramp like a wrestler. And so in between songs they had like a little thing that they'd go underneath, and then they had these huge squares. There was like 30 of them that were coming up and down. Still Randy's doing good. Almost got that the flavor saver or whatever I was called it. That's what's cool about it. You get this neat little fucking holder, pass it to your friends and they can grab it. Shit's smoking so good too. Not running at all. We're fucking... This joint's probably rolling for 10, 15 minutes right now. It's fucking still this good right there. So they had all these boxes that were coming up and down. They had screens all around them. Fucking cool. I've never seen a band... I've been to 100-something concerts and I've never seen a band that was in the middle and everybody was around them. Because it was cool to actually see people behind them instead of, you know, empty seats or just a banner. You know, it was cool to see it that way. And so they had all these cool things coming up and down. Oh, I shouldn't have turned that off because I need to read what that was coming from, of course. Alright, so, Ride the Lightning, Unforgiven, during this Dead and Creep is when I went to get some nachos, and they've had like this drum solo. I was watching from the back part because they have it where you can pull the curtain and look, and they were all 4 playing drums together. It looked pretty cool, but I didn't know that song, so, and what's weird is they write a whole bunch of their songs. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. And got like in between like intros and Kurt's doodle, they came out and did that Pegasus. They did quite a few songs. I'll see if I can pull up. Oh damn it! I'm gonna tell you all the songs first. The song that I probably walked out the most liking is the Fuel song from Load. Kind of brought a part of your childhood back. But they just had these huge ass flames, which I'm going to show you in a second. Let me just run through what they played. God, they only put like 1 word to these songs, and if you don't know their songs, super good. Moth and Flames, Sad But True, 1, Master of Puppets, Then they went off stage, Battery, it says Nothing, I'm sure I know that song, and then Enter Sandman, and during Enter Sandman, we were on a top balcony thing, and I could feel it shaking from people going so fucking crazy. That was fucking really, really cool. I was like, if it ends right now, I'm fucking cool, because Metallica's just jamming us out. Here's a close-up picture of them. Those up top is those boxes I was talking about that would come up and down. It was really cool. It was an expensive ass show. Besides the Jim Brewer and the Unforgiven thing, it was well worth it. They are ridiculous about their ticket prices. But to be on the floor would have been fucking insane. That gay DJ that I was that shitty DJ that I was saying, it's 2019, I'm sorry. Here's that poster that we're talking about. So he would come up, which was really cool. He was coming up in the balcony and being like, I'm taking these people to the floor. And then he came out again and he was like, I'm talking to these people, I'm going to take them to the floor. So it was cool that people went from the worst seats to the best seats. Because if I would have went, you'd have probably seen me wearing the Metallica t-shirt and be like, oh, I'm the greatest concert ever. Because if you were close watching it on the TV, it probably would have been the greatest concert ever. Pull up a gallery and I'll see if I can play you one of the... I can only play a little... Oh, it's live, so it don't matter. I was about to say I can only play a few seconds of the song, but... This is what it looked like from our view. Oh, damn it. It didn't pick the side view that I told it to. Damn technology, when you're on the spot, it'll fuck your day up. Oh man, technology. So I know you're like, this is a shitty cell phone showing it off an iPad. And you can see us in the back, or me in the back. Bam. So, I believe that was one. Now I'm pretty stoned. I don't want to be. So, epic concert. They played. I would say if I could talk to Metallica, I'd be like, y'all need to throw in a medley because y'all have what 10 CDs, if not more. Y'all need to throw in a medley of like 28 minutes. Y'all need to throw in a medley of 5 or 10 songs so people at least be like, yo, that was my generation. Because, they only played one song from Fuel. You can only, if you're playing 18 songs and you got, 10, 15 CDs, you can't play, multiple songs off each CD. Which the Black Album, like I said, I'm not the hugest Metallica fan, but I'll say that's got to be like the 10 greatest CDs of all time. That CD reminds me of fucking that skating rink just pumped up going off to Never Neverland, you know what I mean? And that sounds bad now that Neverland's a Michael Jackson skateball. So overall, Metallica was awesome. I just wish they would have played more songs, maybe throwing in like just a medley of a few. They played all the super hits. They played a few that I was just like, maybe. I would like to see Metallica on a greatest hits tour, which they should be. This album came out like 3 years ago. They should be on a greatest hits tour, not still hardwired to stuff. No one buys CDs these days. If it was 1990, might want to be publicizing it, but no one buys CDs. Back to the Ratty real fast. Still smoking good. Got the roach clip on there. Makes it even better. And during Metallica, I was sneaking off, and there was a little balcony thing, and I'd take like 2 or 3 hits off the douche stick, and then I'd go down, and then I'd walk back up, and I'd take 2 or 3 hits. Nobody said a word. No one asked to hit the pin the whole time. Like, it was a weird concert, man. I remember back in the day, you lit up a joint, and everybody was like, "Hey, can I get a hit of that? Can I get a hit of that? Can I get a hit of that?" I was too scared to smoke inside this place. That's one thing. I only saw one person smoking an actual cigarette. And for Texas, they love them some tobaccos. So, Metallica rocked. During Enter Sandman, when that shit was shaking, I thought it was going to be the end. I was like, if this fucking thing collapsed, and it wouldn't have collapsed, but never been in a place where you could feel the ground shaking because of people jumping up and down. Super, super loud. You could tell the song that they played before Metallica walked on, it seemed like they had got the volume thing and been like, let's crank it up a lot more. You went from whom the bell tolls the bell God. Super, super fucking loud. So they rocked. Opening bands, you kind of have to have one. Jim Brewer, that's a hard job to fill. You're in front of a whole bunch of metal fans. Might as well put you in front of ICP fans and fucking, because metalheads will fucking, if you're not cool, they'll fucking tell you about it. But no booing this time. Let's see, what else am I going to talk about? Oh, the way home, man. We walked out these doors, and it was the exact opposite of where the car was. And it was fucking cold. I don't remember if it was raining or it raining when we got in the car, but it was pretty much just fucking ice. And this is the first time I wasn't driving. Usually I'm the driver of the car. Didn't have one drink the whole time. Didn't want to ruin it. I went to Static X one time and drank, and woke up the next morning and didn't remember a thing. So that's a concert. If you play the big bucks, you don't want to fucking forget about. So, we had, on our way out, had to walk all the way across this and all the way off the side, and finally we got to the car, and, it's a felony to have the douche stick, which I don't even remember where I put it. So I just took this part off and threw it out the window, because if we got pulled over, I don't fucking, I didn't want to mess with none of that shit, so I just threw that bitch out the window. It's not like we were smoking or anything, so we were cool that way. But yeah, that's a disgrace to Texas that you call that a felony. Pretty much, for weed to be legal in Texas, it's going to have to be legal in the whole United States. That's how crazy Texas is about marijuana. So, on drive home, all I really remember is going to the McDonald's. I ate a quarter of my McDonald's and I put it down. I would wake up randomly on the trip, eat like 3 bites, look at the GPS, see how long we had to give, went back to sleep. I probably went to sleep 5 times during this trip, just getting woken up from like random, the breaks, or, maybe a good song came on that caught my attention, or my cell phone going off. The whole way up there, all we did was talk. The whole way back, it was just fucking boring ass FMX. And then the DJ was like, I didn't go to the Metallica concert. And I'm like, were you the only one in fucking Lubbock that didn't go? Because there was a lot of motherfuckers there. I didn't see one Clovis person there. There used to be a thing, you couldn't go to a concert without running into a Clovis person. Now fucking. So, looking back, I maybe should have got one of the cheap shirts for the scalpers outside. I could always get one on eBay if I want. Like I said, I don't really rep the Metallica. It's not like a thing. It's kind of like a, I don't know, what do douchey people wear? Oh, damn it. What is it called? It's not. All the UFC fighters wear it. People make fun of them, but, you know, Metallica's the shit. I won't lie. I probably just wouldn't wear it because when I was growing up, this is how it was. But they're the shit. The ride home, it was awesome. Thanks to my homie for driving us home, getting us home safe. That's always awesome. I remember getting home and just driving the few minutes home fucking sucked. Alright, so now that the Metallica's over, I told you my story, ate my McDonald's on the way home, drove home, went straight to bed. I probably hit the douche stick 2 times, 3 times, went straight to bed. On the review of the Randy's, since this is a double-double, it's weird they show a stick on the Randy's. Randy's, I'm going to give this 8.5. Awesome thing. I had to relight it a few times, probably because I was talking. I love the wire. I got quite a few mini packs of papers that I'm going to review. I got some, what is that called? Birthday. We got some hemp. We got some, what are these called? High hemps. We're going to bring you fucking straight zigzags. We got every flavored thing you can think of. We got honey. We got cherry. We got, what's this guy? Green apple. So we're going to review some stuff. Hopefully marijuana will be legal in New Mexico by the end of the year. They're voting on it. They said it's going there good. I'm going to give it overall 8.5. Awesome. You got to do like the pizza review. Fucking 9 to 10 is fucking, woo, that's the greatest thing you ever done. If it probably wouldn't have went out, I would have probably gave it a 9. But you always got those Juicy J's that are crappy paper, or crappy gums. This is overall, I liked it. Randy's always been good to me since we were little kids having to buy this in Texas where weed's all messed up. Wired paper. Woo. So overall, the Metallica show, I'd probably give it, if I had been on the floor, it'd have been a 9 all day. But being up in the balcony, 7, 8, we'll give it 7.5. You're not supposed to take back your number, so maybe it was a 7. I've been to a lot of concerts, and experience can be the whole different thing. When you're this close and the amps are fucking going and there's people in front of you rocking, it gets intense and you're going, it just gets your adrenaline pumping. When you're a mile away, and I only got that thing because I got tickets last minute, and what was messed up is my homie had bought tickets and he was farther back than I was, and he'd bought tickets a year ago. I don't know how that happened, but you know, he was just, 10 rows back farther than me, so it wasn't much of a difference. Because there's no bad seat in that place. This whole place was a basketball arena, so there was no bad. I've seen wrestling there, and it was pretty awesome. But around every place up there was pretty good. But there's just a difference when you're at a concert and you're from back here or you're right here. It's just a whole different experience. So if I had been at the front, it would have been a classic all day. It was awesome. I wish they had played a few more songs. I would have liked the memory remains. Let's see. I shouldn't have said anything because now I can't think straight off the top of my head of which songs they didn't play and which songs they did. But I've heard so many Metallica songs in the last month. Like, that's all I've been listening to. Not all I've been listening to, but I've been listening to a lot of them. So a lot of them I have to watch. And then it came out, another cool thing. I already redeemed this code so no one could even, if they tried to be a dick and tried to do it, could do. But they gave you a free, not a free CD, but an MP3 of the concert, which you have to download on your computer. It's 2019. I wanted it on my phone. So I need to get on my computer and I can download that. And you can listen to the whole concert again. I relived it the next day on YouTube. You can go on there and there's like at least 100 of them now if you put it in Metallica Lubbock. Um, Metallica had one cool thing a few concerts ago where it was a 3D cam and you could just press the toggles on your controller and it would go around wherever you thought you want to see Lars. And that was another. I should have. Oh damn it! Now I'm going to be talking again. Another thing, if we were closer, I wanted to see all of Kurt's badass guitars. He has a whole bunch of crazy guitars. Lars constantly was spinning, not spinning, but like every few songs they would move him over. So you saw him the front way, and then the back you just saw his back going at it, and he would come out there and he'd be like looking at you all weird. It would have been so much cooler if we were closer. I feel like I'm 40 minutes into this and I didn't even say anything that was cool. I hope nobody watches this. I hope it's just me years down the line so I can just remember this because this kind of seems dumb right now. Just, after I told you about this, 40 minutes deep, you already smoked a whole joint, sitting there telling an 8.5 review or whatever. So I wish we'd have been closer so you can see stuff better. I wanted to see Lars hitting it because this motherfucker was just fucking going at it, just banging that shit. And a lot of people give him hell on his drumming style, but he was really going at it. It was fucking cool. Just to see all these people during, I think it was Seek and Destroy. Oh man, now I'm trying to play the song in my head and think about it at the same time. Kurt and Robert came chasing after each other like they were pretending like they were battling with both jamming their guitars. All four people in that band are awesome players. Oh damn it! I'm trying to think of the damn song it's stuck in my head now, but I don't want to sing it because I'll be stupid. But Robert had such crazy bass lines and shit like that. I wish we were closer just so you could see all that. It just been so much of a different experience. The people around me didn't even really care. Like they were sitting most of the time. I was sitting, I won't lie. But during the encores and parts, I stood up, and that's when I felt the place fucking shaking. But there was no. If I would have stood up, everybody behind me would have been pissed off. So whatever. And like I said, if you're close, it's awesome. If you're far away, it's still cool. But it was like kind of seeing them on TV. But now I can say I've seen all the big ones for me: Metallica, Ozzy, the Eagles, Pantera. The epic ones. I've seen so many and putting me on the spot. But the Pearl Jams and all that, that was just another one that you had to add on the list. Now trying to think of bands, I've seen the Paul McCartney. What bands could I say now that I even, I have to try to go see is a good question. Like, that had always been the check mark on the thing, like, you hadn't seen Metallica. A lot of those bands are so old you wouldn't want to see them anyways. Like, if you saw Pink Floyd, it would only be like one or two dudes, or, you can't see the Beatles, or you can't see, some of these crazy, maybe the Rolling Stones? Would you really want to see that? So damn, now I'm thinking of bands that I haven't seen. It's kind of hard to think about. I wish back in the day you go through your what are those things called? iPods, where you swirl it around and go up and down through your songs, and I would see what bands that I hadn't seen. It's hard to think now. I think I might have seen everybody that I need to see. There might be a full. There's even huge bands that I've seen that I'm not even huge fans of, like Tool. What other bands I've seen? I'm not like the hugest Primus fan. I like them, but I went and saw them and it fucking changed. I thought that was one of the best concerts I've been to. So, and that's another experience when you're on the floor and everybody's jumping up and going crazy and you're going into it. It's gonna have a way better concert. I just I can't think of anybody that I'd seen now that I need to see. So that's kind of weird now, thinking like Fleetwood Mac. I'll put that one down there. They just recently lost their guitarist, so that would be kind of weird. But so I'm gonna say, hopefully the next time I watch this 10 years down the line, I've seen the Fleetwood Mac, and they're all in their 70s. So hopefully, that's another concert you got to pay ridiculous prices for. Like you can't see the Doors, or you can't see, you can't see Motley Crue anymore. I've seen them. Epic concerts. I should just go off one day just telling memories of the concerts. But I'm going to end it there. 8.5 on Randy's. This is a long ass review. We're at 45 minutes. Whoosh. Randy's 8.5. Smoke them all day. Smoke them if you got them. Like I said, we've been using these since I was little kids. Back in the day, a pack would last you a few months. Now this one will probably last us a week or something like that. Y'all don't fiesta too hard. It's the weekend, so party hard. Take some shots. Try the Crown Royal Peach. Tell me what kind of papers you like. And y'all have an awesome day. Peace out.